All right. So if you don't like long videos, hit the back button now. Because today we're going to go over the benefits of electric elliptical machines and what they do for you and why you should possibly buy one. Now, I purchased a few different brands. These are not given to me for free. I am not receiving any compensation from any of these companies. 4 more are coming from different makers, so we're going to test them all out. So if you haven't already subscribe to me now, because we're going to get started on fitness and find out why these are important. Okay, so for you guys out there that are really fitness freaks, this is not going to work for you. This is not going to be for you at all. If you're like a total gym rat, you're not going to want this. If you're like really physically fit, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're not going to want this. Excuse my language. I'm going to be completely honest here. If you're an absolutely like overweight person, like fat, this is going to be for you. Let's say it more eloquently. If you're overweight, this is for you. It's made by Gugttr. No, actually, it's a brand I can't even pronounce. Let's go ahead and show you. Okay, can we even pronounce this? Gugttr. Gugttr. Now that we got that settled, it really doesn't matter. All right, so all these generally are in the $99 and up price range. Now this one is 1 out of 4 I ordered and paid for. And so we're going to test this one out. And this weighs about, it says on the box 6.3 kilograms, which is like 13 or 14 US pounds. The box weight was 7.5 kilograms, which is about 15 pounds. But I can assure you this thing is I'm going to guesstimate it. It's guesstimate its weight. I don't know. Do you remember that commercial? You're probably old if you do. Yeah, I'm going to guesstimate its weight to be about 14 to 15 pounds. All right, so we were talking about lifestyles and the type of people that would use one of these weird contraptions. And I can assure you it's for a lot of different people, but not the really physically fit. Well, you can use it if you're really physically fit. You can have it as an add-on, almost like mashed potatoes on the side of, if you order a bucket of KFC, oh, let's get some slaw on the side. This is the slaw on the side. But if you're elderly, if you're not physically fit, if you're obese, and if you do not move at all, if you're a sloth, this is perfect for you. Okay, so it's basically a piece of exercise equipment that helps you to become more physically fit. It's great for people with knee injuries, someone who has neuropathy, nerve damage, knee issues, leg issues. If you're obese and it hurts you to walk and you can't move around that much, this is for you. If you have COPD and you can't walk too much, like maybe you walk from here to maybe 5 feet across the floor and you're out of breath, this is for you. You have one of those stay-at-home jobs, you know what I'm talking about? Those type of jobs where you sit at a desk all day and you're afraid of getting a blood clot that's going to kill you. This is for you. This is like the thing that gets your joints all oiled up. It like stretches you out and gets your joints like they're going to start to feel better, especially your knees. As I was told once before from a doctor, the cartilage in between my knees is basically gone. It's bone on bone, baby. And so I became housebound, by the way. This is great for agoraphobics. Do you know what an agoraphobic is? If you don't, it's basically someone that never leaves the house. Otherwise known as a recluse or an introvert or someone who doesn't like parties. Agoraphobia is a little bit more intense than that. It's like you get panic attacks when you leave the house and you don't want to get caught having a panic attack outside the house. So you never leave the house and you never walk. That's right. And you sit in a chair all day and you turn into jello like I did. I'm sure none of you give a rat's ass about my story, but I used to be a size 5. That's right. That's a very small size in women's clothes. And now I'm a size 22 because I became housebound and I stopped walking and moving. And so I sit in my chair and I watch YouTube videos just like you're watching this one right now all day long. And and so I gained a ton of weight. And now I can't even move without getting out of breath. And so I got this contraption because it's heavy. It's like not moving. Yeah. I got this contraption because you can actually burn calories while you actually sit on your ass. This little thing is electrically self-propelled, but also when it's unplugged, I believe you could still use it. And let's see it. We're going to try it out, boys and girls. And yes, you can. Look at this. This is the coolest thing ever. The coolest thing since sliced bread. So you don't even need, you got power outage, you can use this. If the USA gets plunged in darkness when our power grid fails, you can still exercise. A handy dandy remote control too. This handy dandy remote control will make it so that you don't have to access the control panel, which is on the top, which is an extra thing to do, like bend down, which some of us obese people can't even do without falling over like a weeble wobble or Humpty Dumpty. You might be wondering, what kind of batteries does it take? I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist. I think it takes two AAA. It did not come with them. All right, so I ordered them, thankfully. All right, so let's check out what else it comes with. This plug. By the way, this nice plug, and you can unplug it. Some of these come with a plug that's embedded. And yeah, and you know what I mean? You have a power outage, you're screwed. And they won't self-propel without the electricity. This one does. That's why you need to buy this one. So it comes with instrucciones, and it doesn't seem like I'm the type of person that likes to read instrucciones. It also comes with lube. Yeah, the type of lube that you probably, no, not that type of lube. Get your mind out of the gutter. So you lift up the pedal, right? And I don't even see a brush, but you can get like a little paint brush or makeup application brush or something. You lift up the pedal and you see this little landing strip right here. You're just going to paint this across, this grease across here. And this will make this nice and smooth operation. You can burn calories from one of these machines. I actually am excited about that. Now, after 30 minutes, it automatically shuts itself off. And you might say, well, what if I want to do it for an hour? So just wait like about 5 minutes because this is a flywheel. Things that spin against other things get hot. So you're just going to let it cool off for like 5 minutes. And just turn it back on again, and you can go for another 30 minutes. You can go for 5 hours if you want. What I do like about this, the pedals are quite large. Now, I can assure you I have Frankenstein feet. Frankenstein-sized feet, a lady size 12, which I think is a men's size 10 or 11. Yes, but I like the nubs. Do you see the nubs? Your foot is not going to slide off of this. You can be in socked feet. You can be without socks or shoes or sneakers. And so your foot will actually get a foot massage. Oh yeah, this feels really good. You can actually use this as a foot itcher. The bottoms of my feet are always itchy. This is going to be quite useful for foot itching. So it has 12 speeds and it has 3 program sets. So we're going to plug this in. We're going to plug it in and get this thing rolling. So here is the back of the unit. And that's where you're going to plug it in. So you're going to find your plug and plug it on in. All right, so we got the lube. And so like dollar store paintbrush. Oh, if you're mad at your husband, just take his toothbrush. And, to get him back, and you just dip his toothbrush in here. All right, let's put this on. All right, so it's like Vaseline. It looks a lot like Vaseline or petroleum jelly. I don't know. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's Vicks Vapor Rub. All right, so, yeah, I'm getting my bristles in there. And so you're going to lift up the pedal. And there's a flight pattern. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a runway. All right, so like an airplane runway. Let's go ahead and paint this stuff down. Oh, you need a little more than I thought. And hold on. And you're just going to rub it back and forth. Rub it like Picasso. Actually, Bob Ross. I'm painting a happy little cloud. All right, so I'm just going to like incorporate it into the wheels manually. Let's go ahead and there we go. All right, so it does have like rubber pieces on the bottom. And with the weight of this, I don't really think this is going to slide. I'm like pushing it. I mean, it's sliding a little, but I'm like really pushing it. But if it does happen to slide, you can get one of those shelf liners from the dollar store. They're made out of rubber and they come on a roll and use that as a mat. Or you can go on Amazon. And I got this for, I think it was like under $15. I got this big mat and it's made out of heavy duty rubber. I don't know if you can see that. It's rubber on both sides, and you can place the mat on the floor under this machine, and it'll not mark up your floors if you're concerned about that, and it should keep it in place from sliding. Links, by the way, for all these products will be in the description beneath this video. We're putting batteries in now. All right, batteries are in. I'm going to plug it in. And also another feature I forgot to tell you. Now, if you have edema or swelling in your ankles, like excess fluid, and you need to pump it out, by the way. You have to pump that out if it's in your lower trunk. You have to pump it back up to your heart. This will get the fluids pushed back up towards your heart, and it'll help your heart to alleviate the excess fluid and excess fluid gain, or what I call like bloating. Okay, so how did that just happen? I'll show you. I wanted to show you another nifty thing you can get on Amazon. Links will be in the description below. These Velcro straps, they're really long, as you can see. And then if you're looking for a stirrup, you don't really need it. But if you're looking for a stirrup to hold your foot in, this will actually, you just lift up the pedal, and you can place the strap around it. There you go. And you can custom size it to your liking so your foot stays in there. All right, so how do we get this thing started? All right, so what you're going to do is actually, okay, it's going to turn on when you hit this button, this red button here that says start, stop. There is no switch to turn this thing actually off or really on. Like, there's no external switch. So it'll go into here. Let's just hit this again. It'll stop it, but the only way to really stop it is with the remote. Don't lose the remote. So we're going to hit the power. But that's it. It'll be on. If it's always plugged in, it's going to be on. You're going to want to completely unplug the unit so you're not drawing power and wasting electricity. All right, so we're going to actually hit the start stop on this. And HR is when it's like you can actually operate it. P1, P2, and P3 are the exercise modes again for the low intensity, middle intensity, highest intensity. All right, so when you don't want to do that predetermined exercise routine, you're going to actually hit the start stop, and a countdown will happen, and then the pedals are going to start pedaling. We're at the lowest speed. You can raise the speed on here or by here. So we're going to hit the speed really fast. Now we're in speed 2. And it goes faster and faster up until you get, it goes up to, I believe, 12. But it goes lower once you get past the 12. There you go. Now you can change the direction. Now it's going to pedal backwards. And you can slow the speed. Now, here I'm going to show you the function. It cycles through the functions. See, now we're at 2.5 calorie loss, and it just cycles through. So now we got the time. We've been on this for 1 minute. Now it's going to cycle to the next thing, which is the distance, how far you went. Then we're going to cycle through the next thing automatically. Now we're at speed. It's number 3. And then it's just going to keep cycling. How many steps you just took. Again, now we're going to go to count calorie. But if you want to get to a specific one, hit function until you get to the one you want to be at. Time, distance, speed, and it'll stay on that. But you can do that from the remote control as well. So really fast, we're going to increase the speed. And 12 is really, this is going to get your heart going and your circulation going. We're going to change the direction really fast. Now it's going to go forwards pedal. And it's at the speed you left it at. And we can just lower the speeds. There we go. You don't want to lose the remote, because who wants to keep bending down and having to do this? All right, really fast. We're going to go into the, let's go ahead and go into the mode. And now you're in exercise P1, which is the lowest intensity. And it's going to just guide you through the routine. It's going to go through a routine for 30 minutes. Let's go ahead. And we're going to hit that mode again. Now this is P2. And it's the second exercise that's predetermined, which is mid-range. It's really not going to burn a lot of calories. And it's just going to go through its thing. You're going to hit it again. We're going to go into P3. This is for calorie burn. And this is the one that's going to really get your circulation going and your heart rate up. It's going to help strengthen your heart. All right, so let's go ahead and take that off. We're going to hit mode again. And now we're back to where we can decide to do what we want to do with this machine. And so we can speed it up. We can slow it down. We can actually change the direction. And this thing is fantastic. Now to shut it off, I'm going to show you. I'm going to hit the power. First, we're going to start this. We're going to stop it. There we go. And we're going to hit power. And I'm going to show you again how if you hit power on here, which is the start stop, it doesn't shut it off. It just keeps it in standby motion here. Now it's going to start it up. So we're going to go through the countdown. So unplug it if you're not using it. Let's hit this again. Just unplug it if you're not using it. We're going to hit that again. And there we go. It starts it back up again. We're going into the countdown. And on the remote is your best bet to get it back where it's done. Gugttr or Gugttr. Okay, the price goes up and down. As you can see, 1 minute it's $170. The next it's 110. The next it's minus 100. Yeah, it's 100. Many different sellers are actually selling the same exact one, and I will show you under their brand. So this is pretty much it. Here, we'll scroll down, and really fast, I just want to show you. There's the Gugttr, and then there's the Gugttr. Oh, apparently there's two Gugttrs. Oh, here's another one over here. 106. Look, it's the same one. Oh, no. This is the one that we just had. Yep. There's a bunch of different sellers selling it. Yeah. I'm going to give you a link. So I'm going to give you links to multiple ones that are identical to the Gugttr. And if it's sold out on the Gugttr, you'll get it in a different brand as well. It's never out of stock. So, like, is this thing going to make you lose, like, say you're like me, you're pushing maximum density. It's going to make you lose a lot of weight. The answer is no. Diet. Like, don't eat 15 Krispy Kreme donuts. You know what I'm saying? But this thing is going to get you out of a deficit if you just sit and absolutely do nothing and are in such a hole like I am, where you're so in pain, like, so your legs are so fat, your stomach is so fat, you're just so damn fat that it's even hard to propel yourself and lift yourself out of a chair. This thing's going to get you out of that deficit if you do this like more than 30 minutes a day. Like, I'm going to say probably 2-3 hours a day. Get this thing rolling, get your juices flowing. And then slowly but surely, you're going to rehabilitate your legs to make them strong enough where you can actually walk without feeling like you're going to drop dead as soon as you walk. You cut out the Krispy Kreme donuts, the Hostess cupcakes. Yeah, I got a weakness for that. The chocolate chip cookies and all the other junk. You know what I mean? You get a little bit like healthier. Maybe eat broccoli. You know what I'm saying? And you start moving around more and you're not, you know what I mean? Sedentary. This thing is going to just be like the coleslaw or the mashed potatoes on the side of the KFC bucket. Also reduce your risk. It can reduce the risk of the blood clot issue if you sit in the chair too much. It's going to reduce your chances of dropping dead because your heart just doesn't move. You know, like, it's like not getting any kind of like, it's like if the saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. Like, it's going to eventually like burst because it's just not being utilized and strengthened. And it's just going to turn into stone or jello. Oof. Okay, so if you're going to get your legs moving, you're going to get your lower body pumping and moving. The heart's going to start pumping and moving. It's going to strengthen. That heart's going to be like, okay, like a 80s jazzercise like workout. It's like, like Richard Simmons dancing with the oldies and shit, right? This thing is not going to make you lose like 300 pounds. It's not your Ozempic instant cure type of thing, but it's going to help. All right, would I recommend it? Yeah, 5 out of 5. Any moving is better than no moving at all. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Now, 4 more other brands are coming. We're going to go over them thoroughly, like I did in this boring ass video. Are you still here? Thank you. Link in the description below. You can purchase this. I also have the mat. And again, don't use your husband's toothbrush to lube up the pedal. Links for everything in the description below. Thank you for joining me on my weight loss journey. I took photos of myself before, and I'm going to do this for 3 months. And then come back, hit the subscribe button right now, hit the bell and the all notifications, and we'll find out what happens after 3 months. Between this and my walking pad, by the way, I just did a review on a walking pad treadmill, which is a portable mini treadmill, and we're going to see what happens after 3 months with this and the walking pad. Wish me luck, and yeah, we're going to do this. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys all soon, and so long.